Stacking bricks. Stacking bricks out here in AZ. That's where I'm at right now. Out in Scottsdale, Arizona. What am I doing out here, man? I'm stacking bricks. Met up with Julio, Almanza, JC, Wrong to Strong, man, ex-cartel member, prisons all over the United States and Mexico. And now he's gotten his life right. Doing great work in the ministry, youth groups, speaking in prisons. Man, we got a sick lifting. We got a YouTube dropping that's coming out. Man, I was out here doing his podcast. He and his business partner built out a sick podcast studio out in Phoenix. And man, it was powerful. Powerful, man. Meeting up with him because I had seen his testimony when I was in the Foreign Legion barracks room. I remember the day I saw it. I still had no social media, still nothing. I was off the grid for years. And I laid there and I watched his testimony on a podcast and I was like, damn. And I sent it to my boy Jimmy Watson, who was also in it at the time. And I said, look at this guy's testimony. Finding Christ and finding faith and getting right, man. He multiple attempts on his life in Chicago. He was DMX's security and moved out here to Arizona. Man, crazy story. In prison in Mexico as a teenager. Man, I'm like, damn. And then coming out of it. Many DUIs, all the problems, all the chaos, all the prison, all this, all that. Max security yards, isolation, the whole. Man, a lot of time for self-reflection and a lot of time to figure out how it all broke down and how to make it right. And it's apparent when you talk to Julio how much inner work has been done. You can tell people that have been through it and have come out of it. But nobody's completely healed, man. None of us are 100% have it all figured out. Make no mistake. And that was amazing speaking to him about, because we talked about just that, about, man, you're never fixed. So you got to stay vigilant. And that podcast, man, it was sick because that'll be dropping too on his YouTube. Wrong to Strong, go check it out. We didn't even go into my story or his story. Man, we just talked about life for 2 hours. Talked about what we're building, where we're heading to. Some funny stories, man. Some lessons learned. We talked about lust and desires and all these things that take men down that we all have to get better at. It was a real honest conversation. It was pretty surreal. And I was telling Brittany, who's in there, I'm out here. Obviously, I'll bring Brittany and the baby with me. It's a family affair. And it was surreal linking up with him because, man, I remember laying in a barracks room, seeing his testimony, being impressed, and now I'm sitting down with him as a peer. Sitting down with him as a peer because I got honest and got authentic and just put this camera down. Now, I understand that putting the camera down is not for everybody, but your story needs to be told. And stacking bricks, man, it started way back by putting the camera down when I was in a French hospital, man, military hospital. Going, man, I just want to tell my story. And speaking to my mom and my aunt for a year, man, and some Legionnaires. And they're all talking, man, what are you, a vlogger now? I said, man, I'm just sharing a message. I don't know who I'm talking to. I wasn't tied up in the results. I would just love the process of being able to, I didn't care if one person heard it and they took something from it that helped them. Man, that made me feel good. I just wanted to share some lessons learned, because the lessons you've learned, if you've self-actualized enough and you want to share and help somebody, man, that transcending of self is the next part. Whether it's a camera or your local communities or your church or wherever, man, help people. It's not all about making a bunch of money and go running up in the hills, man. You hear people, man, I just want to make my money and go in, buy a farm and you'll never see me. Man, that's selfish as fuck. Man, if you have a lesson, you have some things that could help people, share it. Run away and hide, man, and take all your good wisdom with you if you got something. And if you haven't figured it out, man, then shut the fuck up and figure it out. But what I'm talking about is stacking bricks, is stacking those connections. Stacking those wins way, way, way early when you don't even know why. You just know what's the right shit to do. So you do it. I had a client reached out to me and he was just like, man, how do you know how did you feel when it was the confidence part? It's a good question. Man, I'm still in it. I'm like holding on to the windshield, man, like doing the right stuff. He's done a lot of great work and a lot of good progress. I said, man, it's the self-worth you're working on. You don't need to search for it. You already have it. Because you're doing all the right shit. All the self-worth, all those bricks you're stacking, the connections you're making by doing all the right things, you're stacking your foundation thick. You're stacking your self-worth stout and correct. And the confidence piece comes from the social proof. What do I mean by social proof? I mean achievements, right? Achievements that show that what you do works and that you know what the fuck's going on, right? The guy on the bench, park bench, sloppy and dirty, broke, man, that guy doesn't know what the fuck's going on, right? No social proof. Man, somebody that's put together, beautiful family, their faith's connected, they're financially successful or stable, man, and they're clear of heart and mind, and their morality's good. That's a successful life. That guy's got he's figured something out. And then you have those achievements, those professional achievements, and all those things come after you're correct. That alignment, when you're aligned, life lines for you. The professional success, the financial success, don't focus on that. Focus on getting right first, and that stuff comes by default. Right? You get an accurate plan and action something correctly, because your vices, you don't have vices, you're not doing things and breaking it down, you're not taking back steps. All this stuff is massively important. So you got to stack those bricks. Out here stacking bricks, stacking connections, getting on stage. I got approved to speak in Arizona prisons. Hopefully get on stage with Julio, man, and really build something cool. It's amazing when you link up with people that are aligned with your mission. People that understand you can talk to on the level. It's powerful. Get with people that get what you're talking about, man. That are talking about growth and progress. They're not talking about fucking some chick's ass, right? Not fucking some chick's ass. Some Kardashian or some bullshit, man. Get around people that build you, and make you want to be better, that inspire you. Man, that you're impressed by their path, man. It's not about being perfect, man, but people that have been through it. Stack those bricks, man. Stack those bricks of your life, your wake-ups, your training, your people, your connections. When you say you're going to show up, you show up. When you say you're going to start on a program, you start. When you say you're going to write the check, you write the check. When you say you're going to show up for people in your family and your life and you're going to get better, you do it. Stacking bricks, stacking street cred in the right ways, your reputation. That what you say you're going to do, you'll do, and people can take that to the fucking bank. Be smart. Out here. From the heat, Scottsdale, Arizona.